So once again, it's King Duncan in Detroit, Michigan for now, 2014. What is that? April 12th. Okay. Last night I was buzzing. Came home a little bit early, about 11 o'clock. You know, it's a weekend. Everybody usually goes out and party. It was Friday night. Really good. We finally got good weather after a fucking horrendous winter. Anyway, to the subject of topic. I woke up in the morning. I'd say roughly 3 o'clock in the morning. My TV was still on. You know, pass out, all clothes on. You know how you get sometimes when that happens. And the 700 Club was on. And I didn't know that the 700... Pause. Right. Okay, where I leave off at? The 700 Club, right? So I wake up, 700 Club. I didn't know it was the 700 Club at the time. And so as I'm sitting there, I'm listening. And he's talking about marijuana. And I'm hearing all these white people, I can't say white because it could be black people also, United States women who disagree against marijuana, who still carrying that law that dude made way back then that somehow marijuana is harmful for you. Forget the fact that it's legal in all the countries except for Europe and America. Forget that fact that it hasn't caused any harm to no diligence. I don't even know how to say the word, right? You know what I'm saying. And yet, they still want to promote this as being somehow wrong. It's not wrong. It can't be wrong. You can't make it wrong, okay? Get over it. They keep on saying how they're talking about Denver, Colorado, how the 8th graders there smoke weed and 1/3 of the population of high school smoke weed. And one lady came in there talking about how her child no longer wants to play sports and that's what you have to understand. We're in a new generation, and nobody wants to kiss your parents' asses. My kids included. They don't want to kiss my ass. They don't want. Everybody wants to do what the fuck they want to do. Most people are entrepreneurs. Most people won't have jobs because we don't want those jobs. We want our own money, and so that's where we're coming to now. And for all those who think me dumb, you absolutely a slave to the system. Still, it's a ton of them. I understand. Ignore my video. Anyway, back to the topic of discussion. So they somehow kept on saying the badness of marijuana, even though marijuana cures and helps sickly people, mental problems, and cancers, it actually heals these things. They keep on trying to figure out the negative. When you finally do figure out the negative, you realize it didn't exist. Anyway, so they want to legalize marijuana, which they should have been did. And they try to get it for profit, where they don't understand that they do enough of bringing us closer to our inner selves, and people get high, they feel good. They get more emotional, more attached to God, the way you're supposed to. So, another video came on, off that subject. A guy, he was getting high. He said he felt the greatest he ever felt. But his friend had, somehow they did a heist and his friends were snitching him out. So he was upset about it. So he went over there and got a fight with him, stabbed him to death. Right, this is really serious. This is kind of like, wow, you know, stabbed him because he snitched. I mean, I guess that could happen. Nobody wants to go spend no time in prison. He wound up doing life. Anyway, back to the story. So after he did that, he went home and got high and felt some type of remorse and said he felt Jesus talking to him, God talking to him. I guess it's a feel-good story. At the end of the day, he wound up going to jail, spending the rest of his life in there, praying to Jesus, praying to God that he's going to get out. He cried a couple of times, but never wavered his faith. He wound up doing 22 years and finally came home. Yeah. But to this day, he's still a minister teacher, and I guess he's still doing good. But that had to show you one point right then and there. This life is what you make it. So make sure you make it good. This is Daryl Duncan, once again, King Duncan Facebook. I'm out.